Illinois, Josh Shipley, your front row, green flags in the air, we're underway. 24 strong here tonight. Seat race number 1 is underway, and Josh Shipley, the Prez, spins around and collects one as well. A couple of cars down there. AJ Hernandez, I believe that's Colt Maroney, that went over top of the number 2 machine of Josh Shipley. ASCS sprint cars. And green flags in the air. And Josh Shipley, another bad start that time as well, so something definitely an issue with the number 2 machine of Josh Shipley as they go 3 wide there for that top spot. But Willie Illinois leading the field off of turn number 2. And then they go 3 wide behind them for 4th as AJ Hernandez, Josh Shipley both sneak past the 25 AZ of Rick Shimon. Will be Illinois leading lap number 1. One of the Hawaii runners right now, the 8K of Illinois, showing the way with Pete Yurkovich in that 2nd spot. AJ Hernandez ripping the lip, though. He's very fast right now. That number 72. Of course, he was involved in that first Beaver Stripes yellow flag of the night. Ripping the top side right now, looking for the top spots. They come off at turn number 4. AJ Hernandez, Pete Yurkovich, and Illinois all duking out 3 wide now going into turn number 1. Yurkovich down low, Illinois in the middle groove. AJ Hernandez going to walk all the way to the top side. He will sneak by. Now it's going to be Yurkovich and Hernandez side by side for the lead. Give it to AJ Hernandez in the 72 machine. He's your new race leader, followed by Yurkovich, and now Josh Shipley has finally found a handle on his race car, that number 2. Just a little too tight, though, and going into turn number 1. They almost go 4 wide now, 3 wide, definitely. Illinois, Shelton, and the red machine of AJ Hernandez. As Aaron Jones on the 22G right now showing the way. He will lead the field off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Aaron Jones has brought a good piece with him here tonight in that 22G, as he will lead the field off of turn number 2, followed by Josh Shipley now in that 2nd spot. 3rd is going to be Pete Yurkovich. 4th is Shelton in the number 9. Then it's AJ Hernandez rounding out your top 5. Yurkovich going to walk up the racetrack, put 4 in the fluff off of turn number 4. Here comes Johnny Shelton now down to his inside as Aaron Jones and Josh Shipley, they've driven away from this side-by-side battle now for the 3rd spot. It's Yurkovich up top, Johnny Shelton down low. Contact made, Shelton and Yurkovich. Yurkovich goes up the wall. He's still making contact with the wall. White flag is in the air, and Yurkovich trying to hang on to it. He will go from 3rd all the way to the back of the field, and looks like he'll get his car pulled down into the pits as Aaron Jones leads the field off at turn number 4. One final time, no yellow flag will fly. Green and white coming out together. Aaron Jones will lead the field into turn number 1. Aaron Jones leads on to turn number 1. He's going to blaze the top side of the racetrack with Shipley down low and AJ Hernandez on his tail tank. Rick Schumann almost went around, as now here comes Johnny Shelton to the outside of Shipley. Off of turn number 4, Aaron Jones will get it done in the 22. For second, it will be Shelton over Shipley for that 2nd spot. All right, getting ready for the green flag here in heat race number 2 for the ASCS Santan Ford Desert Sprint Cars. Jimmy Ponton in the 24, he leads Eugene Thomas into turn number 1, as Thomas right now battling side by side with the 7-0 of Brian Ledbetter. They're going to go 3 wide for the top spot. Here's Thomas up top. It's Ponton in the middle as Brian Ledbetter takes the race lead. One car slaps the wall. That's John Romero. John Romero right over the right rear of one of the cars. I believe that was the 10 of Eugene Thomas, as it is going to be Brian Ledbetter leading the field off of turn at number 4, followed by Ponton in 2nd. And Zach Madrid has worked his way up to that 3rd spot. Zach Madrid up to the 3rd right now, looking to the inside of Ponton as they go side by side for that 2nd spot. Madrid driving the number 3 this weekend for Tyler Most. Tyler Most out there doing a little car owning here in that number 3 this week. And right now, Zach Madrid, who was the fastest car in hot laps, still having a little bit of a hard time getting around Jimmy Ponton, as now Madrid going to run the top side of the racetrack. Ponton down low. It's still going to be Ponton hanging on to that 2nd position. Brian Ledbetter still your race leader. Ledbetter and Ponton, they'll work the bottom side of the racetrack through turns 3 and 4. Zach Madrid works that top line. Ponton, though, he slammed the door on him, trying to cut off that momentum from the number 3 machine of Zach Madrid. One car slow. It's Eugene Thomas. He'll get his car off the racetrack. Zach Madrid still ripping the lip right now, trying to work his way around the 24 Jimmy Ponton as he dives off the corner. Looks to the inside now. That's a battle for 2nd. Madrid to the inside, the 24 Ponton. They're still side by side through turns 1 and 2. Side by side off of turn 2. Ponton's going to take over that position. Got a little squirrely, though, trying to clear the 3 Machine Madrid. Little contact made between the tail tank of Ponton and the nose piece of Madrid. Now Madrid fights right back, and he will clear him off of turn number 4 and going into 1. Zach Madrid now in second, trying to reel in your race leader of Brian Ledbetter in that 7-0. That as the laps are winding down here, white flag is in the air, this time by Brian Ledbetter, the man out front, no issues behind him. He can stretch it out as he comes through 3 and 4, one final time. Gonna lap the 65 of John Romero with the checkered flag in the air. Brian Ledbetter wins heat race number 2, followed by Zach Madrid. Jimmy Ponton comes home in the 3rd spot. And green flag is in the air. Bruce St. James not wasting any time. He'll jump to the top spot. So St. James will lead the field off of turn number 2, trying to get where if that was a good start. Good start, so Bruce St. James will be your race leader. No penalty there. He will lead lap number 1 over Randy Nelson. As man on the move right now is that number 12 machine of Josh Pelkey. He came across the stripe in that 4th spot, trying to clear right now the 3K of Cobb as one car goes around. Yellow flag will fly here with Bruce St. James, your race leader. Got one car spun around in turns 1 and 2. Bruce St. James leading him very slow. Third turn number 4. That was about a 3-second delay there. Leroy had the green flag in the air. Bruce St. James, being the control car, took about 3 seconds there before he got on the loud pedal. He will caught him sleeping right now. Has about a 5-car length advantage over Randy Nelson. As they come off of turn number 4, it's going to be St. James and Nelson, your top 2 drivers right now in that 3rd spot. Is Troy DeGatton in the 39T as Josh Pelkey moves by the 3K into the 4th position. Josh Pelkey, the number 12 machine, very fast hot rod there. Of course, the Robbie and Gay Allen-owned ABC Ventures entry, usually driven by Stevie Sussex. Stevie's out in Indiana running the first national show for the USAC here tonight down there at Lawrenceburg. They had 40 cars with them tonight. As Pelkey right now running forward, trying to reel in Troy DeGatton in that 39T. It's Bruce St. James though out front showing the way. Of course, Bruce St. James, a former staple in radio out here at Phoenix, Arizona at 92.3 KTAR. Right now we're working up in Chicago at WLS. So he has moved out of the Southwest and up to Chicago as his morning show continuing out there on WLS. Right now he is showing the way here. He's definitely stepped up his program. Remember a few years ago as one car goes around right in front of him, yellow flag will come out as Leroy up on the flag stand gets ready to display the green flag once again, and he'll do just that. Bruce St. James will lead him into turn number 1. Here goes Randy Nelson though, trying to dive bomb hit, couldn't quite make the pass though. Bruce St. James will drive away with that race lead off of turn number 2 over Randy Nelson now by 6 car lengths. Josh Pelkey back in that 4th spot, trying to look a little racy now and look to the outside of Troy DeGatton. DeGatton down low in the 39T, but here goes Pelkey going top shelf this time. See if he can't work around the 39T of DeGatton. St. James out front by 8 car lengths now over Randy Nelson. Another 3 back to Troy DeGatton. Another 4 back to Josh Pelkey in the number 12 machine. White flag flies this time for Bruce St. James. St. James leads the field off at turn number 2. One final time. The radio flyer. He's flying tonight off at turn number 4. He'll win heat race number 3 in the 7K over Randy Nelson, Troy DeGatton, Josh Pelkey.